Okay, this is the final update with Rocky and his mama. Today is the day we're going to put him out. Before we do that, let us give you a brief recap on who Rocky is and what happened to him. We've got an issue with a doeling trying to have a baby.
Did you get it?
Got it. Give him a minute. Is he breathing? Is he trying to get it out
Trying to
still?
do something.
It broke its leg. Well, guess what today is?
It's the unveiling of the leg. He's never known life without a cast on his leg, I don't think yet.
That's correct.
So, look how big he's gotten.
Get in there and let's look at him.
He wants to come out anyway. This is Rocky. We've called him that since day one because his head and face were so swollen from birth trauma that it looked like he'd been in a bar fight. His leg was broken during birth because we had to pull him.
We broke its legs. Come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie.
His mama was spent, and it was at a point that they would have both died if we hadn't helped. So we brought them both back to the house and watched a YouTube video on how to splint a broken leg on a goat.
Try to go like this here.
And 6 weeks later, here we are about to take the splint off. This will be the first day of his life that he has walked without a cast on his leg. His cast slipped off once midway and we had to rewrap it. I think during the process his leg just got smaller and the cast just slipped off, but luckily we caught it in time, I think the very day that it happened, and so nothing went wrong and we just re-splinted it. Overall, it's been really sturdy and it's worked out really well. We have a little atrophy going on. Our biggest fear is that he's going to get carried away and re-injure it right away. Now we're just going to give him some time to get used to walking on it, and once he looks like he can manage, we'll put him and Mama back out in the pasture with the rest of the goats. I had a cast on my leg once, full leg cast, and I know from my own experience when the cast came off, my leg was stiff like that too, and I had trouble bending my knee for a little while. You just had to work it out and get used to it.
Did you have a nurse giving you physical therapy?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, Rocky. You got her, man. And in Addison Ranch fashion, good luck, buddy.
This is another baby goat that was abandoned by his mom, and so I've been raising it here at the house until he's old enough to take care of himself. He's been a bottle baby. We thought we would introduce him to Rocky to see how they act together before we put Rocky and his mom back out to pasture. they've never been around other baby goats, so they're the same age, and this will be their first time to see another goat their age. Well, it looks like normal boy behavior. I guess that they'll be okay out in the pasture.
Okay, we're on the last step. We've got the cast off. We've got him out exercising, introduced him to some other goats, and had him play with Floppy. And so we're fixing to go ahead and put some tags in his ears so we can pick him out when we're working him, because we want to be semi-gentle with him. I don't want to just grab him by the leg and give him to Lisa while she's holding him while I put the band on. So we just want to make sure we can identify him. So that's the last step. We're going to run down and turn him loose, and we'll watch him for just a minute.
The welcoming party.
Well, it's done. Not long ago, what was this season, we had a kid. He was all humped up and gutted, like he hadn't eaten in a couple of days at least. And so I told Lisa, I said, let's just get him and give him a warm bottle. We'll let him get warm tonight. We'll bring him back down here and put him out next to the gate when I was fixing to move the nannies into the next pasture. I've done that before with a calf, and it works really well because their mama walks by and they're like, oh, hey, there you are. We gave him a couple of ear tags so we could identify him, kind of like we did Rocky. As the nannies were going by, he was going to town trying to find his mama. He was trying to nurse everything, and everything was headbutting him or whatever. So a couple of hours we came back, and he was dead over by a tree. Well, he was in great shape. So that is not why he was dead. He didn't just die because he was sick. Those nannies are aggressive, very aggressive. We brought an old nanny in to graft a bottle baby onto it once, 2-3 years ago. She would just grab it and sling it. And I mean sling it. 3, 4, 5, 6 foot, 2 foot in the air. So I guess that's what happened, is somebody got a hold of him and just kept beating him up because he kept trying to nurse. And that was that. So, we learned a valuable lesson, but at the same time, you got to reintegrate them. At some point, you got to reintegrate them. So I'm hoping that Rocky is good tomorrow. It didn't help that his own mama was started headbutting him now. Anyway, we'll see how he is tomorrow. I hope he's doing well. Rehab, done.